Good morning dear students. Today the topic which is actually deleted from your syllabus, but we would like to discuss it with you so that it will help you in the competitive exams. It is rotational symmetry. So I would like to explain you first of all the first term of this name of the chapter, that is rotational. Then reduce this term a little more and we move on to the term rotation. This rotation word you heard, this term I think you discussed when you were in 6th standard and you were talking about in geography the movement of the earth, right? There are two movements of the earth, one is rotation and another is revolution. We all know rotation means when the earth is rotating around its axis, right? This axis is an imaginary line which is passing through the north pole, center and the south pole, and the earth is rotating around it. This movement of the earth, when earth is moving around its axis, is called rotation, and when earth is moving around the sun, then it is called revolution. So these two terms I think you all are familiar with. Now rotation means when the earth is moving around its axis, so it's a fixed movement. So the line is fixed and the earth is moving around its axis. So here we are talking about rotational symmetry. Now correlating these two things here. So here we are talking about a geometrical figures first of all. Let's say we talk about rectangle, which you all are familiar, and then we have done line symmetry, that is also called reflection symmetry. We know that in a rectangle there are two lines of symmetry. By joining the midpoints of the opposite sides we get the two lines of symmetry. Now I am taking here the center of rotation as a point where these two lines are intersecting. You can take anything as a center of rotation, but it will be different. The rotation will be different if I mark the center somewhere else. Suppose I mark the center here, then rotating means it is moving around this point like this. Fine. Now if I take the center here where the two lines are intersecting, then this is the point around which it is moving. Now rotation means when this is moving around this point is fixed and this circle is moving, then we say it is rotating around this fixed point. The point where the two lines of symmetry are intersecting each other, I am marking this as a center of rotation. Now, when I start moving, I want to complete the circle. That is 360 degree I want to move. Let's say this is a 0 degree where it is resting now. If I move it to 90, you can just see this is forming a 90 degree here angle. When this point will come here, we say this has moved 90 degrees like this. Do you think when I moved it at 90 degree, it is taking back its original shape? I think you can see it's not there. So now again I move 90 more, that is total 180 degree I move. Yes, here it is, and it is taking back its original shape from where we have started, right? That is, now it has one time it has taken up back its original shape in the complete round. Again I move 90, that is 270 in total. It is not taking back its shape, and back. This is 360 complete. You can just see this hole here, we are back here now. So in this complete round, this rectangle has taken back its own shape 2 times. So this 2 times is called the order of rotation when this is the center of rotation. And the angle at which it is taking back its original shape was 180. So 180 is the angle of rotation and 2 is the order of rotation and this is the center of rotation. So these 3 terms we are going to I think focus on in this chapter. Let's consider some more figures so that you are more clear with the things. Now I am focusing on this equilateral triangle. Now you have done centroid. Centroid is a point where the 3 medians are intersecting each other. I marked the center already for you. It is actually the centroid, the center of the equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle is a triangle where 3 sides are equal. So when this is the angle I marked, so that you know this is its original shape. Now if I move it from this to this, that is I am moving at 120 degrees. I have joined this centroid with the vertices. So with these lines I have divided this complete angle into 3 parts. So each is 120 degree because total is 360 is being divided by 3 gives me 120. So this is my original shape if I bring this vertex here, it means I'm moving this equilateral triangle at the angle of 120 degrees. And yes, you can just see it's taking back its shape, right? So the one time in the whole rotation is taken back its shape. Again I move it at the angle of 120. So again it's taken back its own shape after moving exactly at 120 degree. Now again I'm moving it at 120 and see it is back now. The original shape, that is a complete 360 degree angle is moved, and in this whole rotation it is taken back its shape 3 times. So 3 is the order of rotation and 120 degrees is the angle of rotation at which it is taking back its original shape. Let's consider now some 1/3 figure, that's an isosceles triangle, so that the things are more clear to you. Let's see here. It's an isosceles triangle where the 2 sides are equal and third is a different one. I take up the midpoint of this median as the center of the rotation, and when I start moving, so see I'm moving it at the angle of here. You just see it's not taking back its shape. It is not taking back its shape. It's again 270, it's not taking back its shape, and back to 360. So in the whole rotation, it has taken back its shape only once. Only that after moving it at 360 degree. So 1 is the order and 360 is the angle. So these kind of the figures will not have rotational symmetry. It's a very important thing that when the order is only 1, that every figure will take back its original shape and when I will rotate it at 360 degree. So we say these kinds of the figures, they do not have rotational symmetry. It is rotational symmetry will be only there if they have the order of they have the order more than 1. Then we say that these figures has a rotational symmetry. Now let's move on to alphabet H. Right? I marked here the center where the 2 lines of symmetry are intersecting each other. Now first of all, it is resting at 0 degree. I then move it at the angle of 90. See, it's not breaking back its shape. When I move at the angle of 180, yes, it is taking back its shape. Right? So at 180 degree, it is taking back its shape once. Then I move it at a 270 degree. It's not. And then 360 complete. It's taking back its shape. In the whole complete round, it is taken back its shape twice. So 2 is the order of rotation. Rotation symmetry, the order here for H is 2. Then this is the center of rotation, right? And angle of rotation symmetry is 180 degrees. So order is 2 and angle is 180 degree in the case of alphabet H. Let's just see this beautiful teaching aid. It is made, this is not a ready-made teaching aid. This is made in a school, painted in a school beautifully in order to make it, the concept of rotation symmetry more clearer to you. You just see this protector here. It's a complete protector which is showing you all the degrees from 0 to 360. So see, this is 0 and this is 360. That is, we are moving from here to here. These red lines are showing here 90, 270, 180 and 360. So this is a complete protector, which usually you have this half of the protector there in your geometry boxes. So here we have, I think this is made in school. Everything is made by us with the help of a carpenter. This was created just for you in order to make this rotation symmetry very clear to you. Now just see, I am taking up another figure here, that's a square. This is the center of rotation where the 2 diagonals are intersecting each other. You can mark the center of rotation by marking its, joining the midpoints of the opposite sides also. So now here, this is a white mark I have used here. So this white dot is matching with 0 degree. That is, it is resting at 0. Fine. Now we are moving it, and the other thing you can just see it's at 90 degree. So when this white dot is here, that means we have moved to 90. Right? So now here it's a 90 degree here. So I'm taking this here. So you can just see it is moved to 90 degree. I can just see from 0 to 90. So it means I've moved 90 degree and it is taking back its original shape. Now I move it to 90 more. That is, I'm taking you to 180. Here it is 180 degree. This white dot is at 180 and it's taking back its original shape. So 2 times, order 2 now. 1. Now we are moving 90 more, that is, this is 270 degree, this white dot is at 270. and just see it's exactly taking back its shape. Now 90 more. Yes, here we have 360. The complete round is there. The round is completed, and in the complete rotation it has taken back its shape 4 times. One it at 0 it was there, then 90, then 180, then 270, and then back 360. So in the whole complete round, now I think the things are more clear to you because I'm showing you the degrees also. Fine. One more thing I'm showing you, that is a pentagon. It is a regular pentagon with a 5 equal sides. Fine. I'm again mark the 0 degree here. You can just see the complete 360 degree is being divided into 5 parts. So each angle will be of 72 degrees. You can just see it is 70 and 2 degrees more. Exactly 72 degrees are there between this line and this line. So when I am moving it to 72, you can just see it will take back its original shape. Now the white dot is matching with 0. I am taking back to 72 degrees and see it's taken back its own shape. Fine. Again 72. Fine. Yes, here it is 144. Just see. Right? So it's exactly at 144, that is 72 more. It has taken back its shape. Now again 72 more, taken back its shape. Again 72 more, and back to 360. So in this full rotation, it is taken back its shape 5 times. Angle of rotation is 72, order is 5, and this is the center of rotation. I hope the things are very clear to you. So these are more some shapes. I just keep on rotating. Now here we have hexagon. It is 6-sided figure. Now here you can just see this white dot is matching with 0 and the other line is at 60 degree. Now at 60, when I am taking this to 60 degree, it's taking back its shape. Then 120, then 180, then 240, 300 and 360. So after moving at every 60 degree angle, it is taking back its original shape, and in the complete rotation it is taking back its shape 6 times. So order is 6 and angle where it is taking back its shape is 60 degrees. So angle of rotation is 60 and order is 6. Now just see very interesting figure, it's circle. Fine. See, it is not a polygon, but it's a geometrical figure. They can ask you that what is the order of rotation and what is the angle of rotation. Just see every angle, it is taking back its shape. Every angle. So infinite angles are there between 0 and 360. So here the angle of rotation is infinite. Every angle is the angle of rotation and order is infinite here, because at every angle it is taking back its shape. So order is infinite and every angle is angle of rotation here in the case of circle. Now just see, you focus on the regular figures. So here every time, as if that whatever is the number of sides it has, the same is the order. If it is a hexagon, the number of sides, equal side is 6, so order is 6. In the case of pentagon, regular pentagon, number of sides is 5, so order is 5. So in the case of regular figures, and another is square. The square, it is having 4 equal sides, so 4 is the equal number of sides and the same is the order of rotation. So it's another help for you in case of regular figures. You can just see whatever is the number of sides, the same is the order of rotation. Now another is a parallelogram we have. Now just see, this is a parallelogram fixed on a geoboard. I fixed this transparent sheet in order so that you can compare its original shape and the shape which is moving. So I have marked the same alphabets here on the transparent sheet. The same what you can just see here, A, and another is A dash. A dash is the reflected point and A is the original point. So when it is moving, you just can see how it is moving. So here the diagonals are intersecting, and where they are intersecting, that is marked as center of rotation around which it will rotate. Now just see, when I move it like this at 90 degrees, you just see the original shape is not there. You can just compare the two shapes. If I move 90 more, that is I moved it 180 degree, it is taking back its shape. Right? So at 180 degree, it is taking back its shape once. again 270 are moved. You can just see it's not taking back its shape, and then 360 complete. Now we are round is complete. Just say A is back at A dash. So in the complete rotation, it is taken back its shape 2 times. Order is 2, and the angle of rotation is 180. So in parallelogram, angle of rotation is 180 degree and order is 2. Here it's a windmill, which is also there in your books. I've taken up everything which is there in your books. Here A is the point which I marked here in order to see that now it is its original shape. We are resting at 0. Now when A comes here, it means I move it at the angle of 90. See, it's taking back its shape once. Then when again 90 more, twice taking back its shape 2 times. Then 270 it's again taking back its shape, and 360 complete. So in the full round it is taken back its shape 4 times. So 4 is order and 90 is angle of rotation.